Tasha K asserted during a recent live stream that she had discussed her relationship with Cardi B with Nicki Minaj. The gossip blogger claims that she was urged to sign a non-disclosure agreement in order to conceal their chat, but she declined. It would negate the reason she went to court. Cardi, and her opinion
let me tell you what my issue is. When Nicki come out, she got problems with whoever she got problems with based off of industry relationships. We're not gonna sit here and act like Summer Jam didn't happen.
Cardi B is fuming because Nicki allegedly just pulled a move she didn't see coming at all.
As the story continues to spiral, social media has turned into a virtual battleground where fans, bloggers, and online investigators are all fighting to have their version of the truth heard. The rumor that Nicki Minaj allegedly helped Tasha K clear her $4 million debt didn't just trend for a few hours. It exploded into a full-blown spectacle that dominated headlines and comment sections across every platform. Within minutes, thousands of posts began circulating with screenshots, video clips, and old interviews being reanalyzed in real time. As fans tried to piece together whether the story was real or just another round of internet speculation, Tasha K's name started trending again, and her followers began flooding her comment sections, asking if she had something big planned or if she was finally going to address Cardi B without worrying about legal consequences. Some fans even claimed that Tasha had already started dropping subliminal hints through her posts. Short captions, cryptic emojis, and sudden bursts of confidence that made people believe something had definitely shifted behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Cardi supporters weren't having any of it. They began calling out both Nicki and Tasha, accusing them of teaming up to reignite drama for clout. For them, this wasn't just about gossip, it was about loyalty, fairness, and the way women in hip-hop are constantly pitted against one another. What's wild is how divided the internet became overnight. On one side were Nicki's fans, saying this alleged move showed her power, discipline, and ability to turn every situation into a win. On the other side were Cardi's fans, calling it manipulation at its finest, a calculated play meant to distract Cardi at the peak of her success. But in between all the noise, media outlets began quietly reminding audiences that none of these claims have been proven. No court filings, no receipts, no official confirmations. Yet the lack of proof hasn't stopped the wildfire. If anything, it's made the conversation even more intense. Because mystery fuels engagement, and engagement drives the kind of viral attention both fans and critics feed on. YouTube commentary channels began uploading back-to-back breakdowns of every little detail, from Tasha K's recent live streams to Nicki's cryptic reposts, and even Cardi's silence online. TikTok creators joined in, editing dramatic clips with suspenseful music, framing the rumor as a power shift moment in the rap industry. It became less about facts and more about the spectacle, a living, breathing storyline unfolding in real time where fans felt like they were part of something historic. And through it all, Tasha K stayed relatively quiet, which only added more fuel to the fire. Every hour, she stayed silent. The speculation grew louder. Was she plotting a comeback? Was she in talks with Nicki's camp? Or was she simply enjoying watching the world burn from behind her phone screen? The possibilities were endless, and the lack of clarity made the story even juicier. One thing everyone agreed on, though, was that if this rumor turned out to be even partially true, it would change everything, not just for Cardi, Nicki, and Tasha, but for the way celebrity influence and social media narratives collide in the digital age. Because this wasn't just about music anymore. It was about power, image, and the way the internet can transform unverified whispers into worldwide conversations that shape reputations overnight.
Tell you something. Tonight, I'm not listening to Am I the Drama? I'm going to listen to some love songs tonight. Because the way I've been in Vietnam, I need to chill. And let me tell you something. I'm going to go fucking back to Vietnam. And I'm going to let just have their fun. Have your fun. But when I say on Pretty and Petty as hosting, they ain't ready enough. You're not ready enough. But have your fun, though. I'm going to let you have your fun. Poor thing. Twitter must be gassing them heavy, making them jump in the ring with the brim before they ready.
The situation took another dramatic turn when Cardi B finally decided to break her silence in the most Cardi way possible: direct, fearless, and impossible to ignore. After days of letting the rumors swirl unchecked, she dropped a post that sent shockwaves across social media, leaving both her supporters and critics speechless. The message wasn't long, but it carried an unmistakable tone of warning, like someone who had reached their limit and was ready to remind everyone exactly who they were dealing with. The moment that post went live, every corner of the internet erupted. Within minutes, the screenshots had spread to X, Instagram, and YouTube, and commentary channels started uploading reaction videos dissecting every single word. Fans pointed out her body language, her expressions, even the background of the clip, searching for hidden clues about what she was planning next. Some said she looked too calm, and that's what made it even scarier, because when Cardi's quiet, she's plotting. Supporters flooded her feed with encouragement, telling her to stand her ground and protect her legacy, while critics accused her of adding fuel to a fire that had already gotten out of control. But what nobody could deny was the energy, that electric sense that something big was about to happen. Meanwhile, Tasha K, who had been relatively quiet since the rumors started, suddenly became active online again, posting cryptic messages that only made things messier. She didn't name names, but her words were loaded, and fans instantly connected the dots. "You can't stop what's already in motion," she wrote in one post, followed by a string of emojis that fans took as subtle shots at Cardi. That single post reignited the flames all over again, turning what was already a heated online conversation into a full-scale internet spectacle. Nicki Minaj's name was dragged back into the mix as fans began tagging her under every related post, demanding to know whether she had anything to do with the chaos that was unfolding. And through it all, the media kept amplifying the noise. Gossip blogs ran headlines about Cardi's clapback, podcast hosts debated the moral side of celebrity alliances, and YouTube reactors treated it like the next season of a reality show. Behind the scenes, people close to both camps allegedly started tightening their teams, watching what they say and preparing for possible fallout. It wasn't just a feud anymore, it was a public power struggle that everyone wanted front row seats to. Cardi's loyal fan base, the Barda Gang, stood solidly behind her, flooding timelines with reminders of her resilience and past victories. They shared clips from old interviews where Cardi talked about standing up for herself, using them as proof that this moment was nothing new, just another chapter in her long history of defending her name and her work. On the other side, Nicki's supporters held their ground too, praising her for staying unbothered and classy while the internet tried to drag her into the drama. And right in the middle of it all stood Tasha K, the unpredictable wildcard whose next move could either escalate everything or make the entire situation implode. The internet couldn't look away, because now it wasn't just about rumors or receipts, it had become a story about pride, power, and payback in the digital age. Every post, every word, and every silence carried meaning. And as fans kept refreshing their timelines waiting for the next move, one thing became crystal clear. Whatever Cardi does next could change everything.
People thought that, like, me and Nicki talk. No, we talk in the DM when it comes to work, but we don't talk like how we used to talk at all. And that's not the issue. The issue is, let me tell you what my issue is. When Nicki come out, she got problems with whoever she got problems with based off of industry relationships. But we're not going to sit here and act like Summer Jam didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
And they put on a funeral for her.
Correct.
That's a ritual. That's a ritual. It's a ritual. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, that's when everything started summoning. Their entire, like, plan was to take her down, which is fine. I have no doubt. She overcame that, yes. But you gotta understand. But it's like accolades that should have gone to her did not go to her. They went to other people in spite of. And you got people playing in your face. And so, yeah, they were doing their thing for their promotion on this latest project and stuff like that. Oh, I'm going to outsell, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
At this point, the situation between Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Tasha K has turned into something much bigger than anyone expected. And fans can't stop dissecting every move, post, and rumor connected to it. While Tasha K continues to spark conversations online, many people believe her credibility when it comes to Cardi is nearly gone after everything that's unfolded over the years. Still, the idea that Nicki might have stepped in to help her financially has added a whole new layer to the story, one that has the internet divided and buzzing. Some fans see it as a bold business play, a classic Nicki power move, while others think it could backfire in a way no one saw coming. The reasoning is simple. Once Tasha regains her freedom to speak, she becomes unpredictable. And that unpredictability is exactly what keeps both fans and critics on edge. People online are saying that if Nicki really thought helping Tasha would end the feud or quiet the noise, It might have actually reignited the flames instead. Meanwhile, Cardi B's supporters believe she's far from done. They're convinced she's holding on to something big, maybe proof. Maybe music, maybe even another video that will shift the whole narrative once again. The longer this tension builds, the more it feels like the calm before another storm. Fans are watching every post and comment, waiting for the next clapback that could turn this entire situation upside down. Because at this point, one thing is certain. The feud between these women has evolved beyond simple online drama. It's become a full-blown cultural spectacle that keeps social media, hip-hop fans, and entertainment outlets glued to every update. And if the rumors are true, Nicki's latest move might not just change the game for Tasha K, it could change everything for her too.